used to laugh at guys like going to the gym and all that. But
Yeah.
now, as I get older,
You can see how
important it is, especially through your
Yeah.
30s. You
Yeah.
start. I wish I'd have started earlier, but it's never too late,
Yeah.
mate.
Well, and that's one of the things Ross and I have talked about a few times. Is I've been explaining to him this whole let's go a little bit deeper past the peripheral skeletal muscle, and let's look a little deeper at what actually happens as we age, and that motor unit remodeling where we lose that innervation of our type 2 fibers. And I mean, all of the guys who've been helping me surfing, they're always telling me, it's that quick pop up on the board. And now in your 50s, have you noticed like a little bit the pop?
Yeah, look, you're definitely slower, the reflexes and all that. But you know what? It's something, as I've improved my flexibility and my knee and my strength around the knee, it's something you still got it. It clicks in your head. It takes like a long time to actually to take off on a wave. It's not like skiing where you're up actually riding. But even though you're old, and you see that in Australia, even the real unfit guys can still surf.
Yeah, it's the whole. Sorry to interrupt you. It's that whole thing about muscle memory.
And the same goes with, you can get the most physically fit people like yourself. Like you're really fit, and you get out in that surf, and it's a different sort of fitness.
It's different. It's a different ballgame. I'll be the first. I'll be the first to admit to you. I mean, I've totally had to revamp my training approach as coming from a long distance triathlete background to the surfing, and especially one would think, okay, so the swimming, transfer the paddling on a board. It's not the same thing. You have to get sports specific training in, and like specificity is king.
Yeah, we call it at home with all the surf. Call it surf fit. You have to get. You can be run lap. I mean, it's great to do all that to get physically fit. Totally. But you also need to get out there in the water and just spend time in the water. And I think that's the best thing anyone like yourself is to learn to surf. It's just to spend time out there and be patient out there and be patient, because patience is the key, and to persist, and you'll get it. But I think of all the sports, it requires more patience and persistence. Surfing is the number one.
Wow,
for sure.
Wow, yeah, wow. We've also talked a little bit too, as you've gotten into your 50s, that mindset of, I don't know if it's being into your 50s, but that mindset of surfing being a young man's game. And how have you kind of dealt with that? How have you kind of said, piss off? Well, I'm going out there.
It's funny, as you get older as a surfer, it never seems to worry you as much. When you're in your 30s and that, in the 90s, 1990s and 80s when I was surfing, it was quite heavy, hassling and with all the crew, and you really cared how you were going out in the water. Now I can go out there and just, joke around and enjoy for what it is. And I think you get a bit wiser as you get older, and that's what they do say, the best surfers are the one having the most fun.
Well, it's like anything, be it athletics or be it somebody who excels in their profession or in their life. You can see the people who are actually enjoying it, who have that passion in life.
I say that to my son, like he's in his 20s, and sometimes he comes home after surfing and he's so stressed out about everyone dropping in and taking waves off him, and I say, well, just go out and have a good time. Why are you making surfing such a big deal? And I think that's what happens in the younger brigade. It's become so professional and competitive that people forget that it's one of the greatest things you can do, just to get out there and be in the water and enjoy.
But I think too that goes back to a little bit of being in our 20s and our 30s. That's kind of how we approach life though too. We're more concerned about. I'll be bold and I'll say it. We're more concerned about what other people think of us than what we think of ourselves, and we are the people who should validate ourselves.
That's so true, Darren. If we just stopped and smelt the roses a bit and just tried to just relax and go with it. But see, you don't know that when you're young. You just want to go hard.
You think you've got the world figured out.
Bulletproof.
Bulletproof. Yeah.
Yeah, but no. I'm just stoked to be back on it and feeling like I basically could attack anything except any super heavy wave, like in Hawaii or anything. But it's something that a few years ago, or even a year ago, I thought, oh no, I might have to take up smoking a pipe and reading books and rocking chair somewhere.
Tobacco pipe, though, right? We don't encourage that here at all. You want to do that? You got to go to the other blog that I write. That's the Monkey Brain, where I talk about
there's been those days, but that's in the past. No, for sure. Yeah, no, there's being healthy.